Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to the FEH Summer Hero Fest. We are here with some wonderful characters, most notably the good guy Dedue. I don't know, it feels kind of weird to call someone that much taller than me a good boy, so he's the good guy, okay? But anyway, the 700 Orb curse strikes again, because we have a really solid Hero Fest and a lot of tickets to get us started, so even though I was trying to save, it all ends here. Really though, this is a great banner. Really solid across the board. I mean, Hero Fests usually are, but like the last one was kind of like, for me. But this one is fantastic, particularly Dedue. One of my favorite characters from Three Houses, and he is great here in FEH, and he's on Hero Fest, which is fantastic. He's got great stats. He's also got a Savior skill and a Stance 3 skill, which is good fodder, but I would much rather merge Dedue. He's just way too cool. We also have Henriette, who also has some nice armor-based fodder. Far save, distant defense, slick fighter. Weapon is alright too, if I recall correctly. We've also got Gwen, who is a pretty solid unit, as I recall. I think she's like really good against like magic, like super magic based teams in AR defense. And she's also got low attack res and a push and a drive, which is also all great fodder. Even if joint drive res and attack res push are on the weaker end, in my opinion, for fodder, they're still solid tier 4 skills. I just probably rather have joint drive attack or drive speed usually, and then attack speed push is way more common and more generally useful, I feel, but still great. And then Flame, kind of the weakest in my opinion in terms of fodder, although ground orders still allows you to set up some nasty traps and stuff, especially in like Aether raids. But her Catechist staff and rescue also, I forgot she had rescue. That's actually good fodder. But her staff with damage reduction support utility is fantastic, and I know you can make gross teams by stacking multiple Flames. In particular, I think you could make a really solid team just off of this banner. Put Henriette, put Flame, and Dedue, and she'll just reduce their damage, and they'll swoop in and protect everyone. And then you could even use Gwen here as a nuke, and you'd have a really solid starter team just off of this, so probably pretty good. But so with that said, while I don't have a ton of orbs, I do want to try and get at least one Dedue and at least one Henriette for my Brave Hector. Wouldn't mind more copies, but we're going to focus green and then red. Blue's still not bad, and colorless is still okay, but these are the main two colors that I want. Probably won't do full wheels because there's no spark. If there was, I probably would spark for a Dedue at least. Even if I got like multiple copies on the way, I'd probably just take another Dedue and then merge them all. I really wish I had the orbs to try and like plus 10 him here, because again, he's just so cool. I'm like, one of my most wanted things right now is like a Grail Dedue, like just Christmas Dedue. I'll take it, even though I don't like Christmas very much. I'll take it. So we're starting with 3 red orbs, and that's what we're gonna go for. And this is the first time, as Faye noted in the Faye channel, that we have a seasonal unit on a Hero Fest, which is actually kind of interesting. And Duo Ephraim, after appearing on 2 back-to-back Hero Fests, I think, finally got the boot. I'm not sure why they haven't just dumped him in the common pool at this point. Like, there's so many duos, I don't think having one permanently available is going to break things. And we get Henriette right at the start. Wasn't our free summon, but was very cheap. Very happy about that. Minus attack, so I can fodder her to my Brave Hector with no guilt. I was originally planning to wait for like a DR far save, but I'll just use this. Hector's already still pretty bulky, and we got female Byleth as a second pull. Fantastic. While of course I do love male Byleth far more, just because I'm the number one male Byleth Kinney. With that said, though, I don't like hate female Byleth by any means. It's just I play male Byleth, so that's the one I care about more. But this is still great. I can I'm probably just gonna run her as a secondary Gale Forcer. Probably throw Windsweep on her, and I'll have a second Gale Forcer that can just kind of run around and blow things up on Arena Assault. Even just like Byleth with Windsweep is just fantastic unit, and she's got the slightly better ace skill for running an offensive set, so pretty pleased about that. That was a plus defense one, so that's great. I could pull the full wheel, but we've got a lot more tickets to go through, so we're just gonna focus red and green though, like I said. So again, still probably gonna pull some reds if they show up, but we definitely want to do the most now. And like I said, Henriette, this is her first time showing up on this is her first rerun since she hasn't appeared on Double Special Heroes yet. I think Gwen has had a rerun, and Flame has had at least one because she was just on the rerun for her original banner. But I think this is the first time Dedue's gotten a rerun, isn't it? Maybe I'm missing one that I forgot, but the last time I tried for Dedue was back on that banner when my depression banner, the one where I kind of spilled out a little too much. I was not feeling great at the time, and not getting Dedue did not help things. They were two separate issues, but it didn't help at all. But now we have another chance at him. If some green orbs would like to show up. I wasn't feeling great a little while ago either. Not as bad as I was at that time, but still was feeling kind of down a few weeks ago. And I just as like a vent thing, like how I did that angry Brandon art to vent a little back then. This time I just did some like text art and just put a bunch of text on like a screen or whatever, and it ended up looking like an album cover. It actually didn't look terrible considering I made it in like 3 minutes, but anyway, no greens yet again. Come on, where is our guy? Where is Dedue? I need him to show up. And that's a Senaki, if I recall correctly, that silhouette, correct. Fortunately, it was just a free and a free one. It was free for our orbs and also free for our pity rate because it was a 4-star special, so that's kind of nifty. The last time I had Senaki, I got angry and I foddered her for Triangle Adept. To be fair, I didn't have any Roys at the time, but I put like Triangle Adept on like Olivia or something. It was really dumb. So that's some feathers and flowers at least. Now we have a really good wheel. We'll grab this red here, and then we've got 3 greens to pull. Maybe I should just grab the colorless while we're at it too. But we got Ban, not helpful. Come on, where is Dedue? Among all the stats, I think I want to plus res Dedue the most. Even though he's more attack and defense geared, his res isn't actually terrible, if I recall correctly. Especially if I could plus 10 him, I definitely want plus res on Dedue. Like, his res is salvageable. And that's what I want to go with. So if he could show up, no, Arthur. We're getting a lot of Axe Boys, but not the one that we need. Where is Dedue? We have Dimitris. We have a few Dimitris, so you should show up, please. There he is. Yes. Oh, that's exciting.
Apologies for the late arrival.
He's so cool. He is so cool. To be fair, I didn't expect his original form to be armored. I figured they'd save that for post time skip, but ooh, plus attack minus speed. That's probably like optimal. That's one of his best sets for sure, though. Again, like I said, I would prefer res, but plus attack minus speed is like probably the best thing you can get on a unmerged one, honestly. That's awesome. We got him. Oh, I'm excited for him. Can't believe there's finally an armor that I'm genuinely excited for. Savior skills definitely improved my opinion on armors. They actually have some utility now. I feel like they've kind of been just dead for a while. I don't need that colorless. I know I could pull it for really cheap, but I don't need it. We still have 6 tickets to go through as well, so just 1 green here. Again, if there was a spark, I would absolutely spark another Dedue, but instead we just got another Arthur. But my luck is definitely turning around a bit from how bad it's been lately. This has already been a really good summoning session. Would really just love to get a few more Dedues and maybe another Henriette so that I could keep or save it. In particular, I'm considering for ranged armors, I'd really like to maybe do Valentine's Alphonse. But I don't know. 4-star special focus, or the 4-star focus on seasonals just kind of scares me a bit. Oh, Ross, I don't want you. Be gone. Be gone. Yeah, I'm trying to think of armors. Right now, like, Dedue and Benny are like ooh, Flora. Not who I was hoping for, but pretty cool. That's my first Flora, I think. You were just about to be dumped out of the pool, in fact. Nothing too exciting fodder-wise. She had that knife. Did she get a refine? I can't remember. Was she getting a refine soon? Maybe I'm going crazy. But yeah, for melee armors, it's like Grima, Dedue, and Benny are like the 3 that interest me, but like Dedue is impossible to get. Grima would be still very pricey on weekly revivals, and Benny did not even get a rate up for being a 4-star unit, so that was sad. Oh, and Winter Hilda, but she'd also have a similar problem with Alphonse, where seasonal is just spooky. And then from ranged armors, pretty much Valentine's Alphonse is the only one that really interests me. Plagueis and Raphael wouldn't be bad either, but like between the two, if I were gonna go for one, I'd go for Alphonse instead. Raphael's just a really cool character, and he deserves more respect, I think. I was not sure that I was gonna like him very much, but he's just I think Raphael is like the most well-adjusted student character in Three Houses. Like, honestly, he's got a good head on his shoulders. And these pulls here, not too exciting. But yeah, saviors have made me a little more interested in armors. I still don't want to like suddenly just run full armor teams or anything, but like now I could definitely see bringing an armor unit on an abyssal map, and you would still have to pay attention a little bit. You can definitely have times where if you're not paying attention with your positioning, they'll swoop in and take a kill they're not supposed to, and that can throw things off. They could ruin your special cooldowns. They could accidentally jump in the way of an armor smasher and get hit. Things like that. So, like, I don't feel like they're auto win buttons, but they actually have kind of a unique niche now. Beyond just having stupid B slots. Oh, Luthier. That's nice. Could give Swift Sparrow to someone. Klein comes to mind. Another plus attack one. I really wanted a plus speed one, but no luck. That's fine. I can at least fodder Swift Sparrow to Klein now. That is an option that I have. Sylvia. Not too impressive. Alright, last 2 tickets. Ooh. That is still pretty tempting. Just a very nice full wheel, but I don't... Like, I really wanted Lola Attack Res for Sakura and for Garen, especially. But now I'm just kind of like, I don't really need it. I think I'd rather have Dragon's Ire on Garen. And Sakura, like, it would be fun on Sakura to just make her a little tankier, but she's kind of fallen off. I don't use her as much in, like, Forest. I feel like is also going to just see more use than her, but I don't know. I don't think that it's super necessary anymore. It's just, If I got it, then I'd probably put it on Sakura if they had, like, bad stats, but, like, I don't feel like it's something I need to chase specifically now. And our last wheel here for free. No chance at Dedue, unfortunately, but we could try for that second Henriette. Would love to have a second copy just to save, but said we end on a Sophia. Not that exciting. And I could definitely keep pulling here, but we did get our 2 main targets, one of each. So I think that's fine to call it for now. Maybe... Wow, this one lasts for 30 days. Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll decide to come back on the end of the banner and pull some more. But for now, I did really well for myself. This was a very successful summoning session. I didn't spend nearly as many orbs as I expected to either. So I would definitely call this a win. And we'll see next time. So anyway, thank you guys as always for joining me on another summoning session. I hope you guys have wonderful luck on your summons, whether it be on this banner or any of the other upcoming banners like the Pirates or Choose Your Legends. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Braden and our good guy Dedue signing out. Also, real quick, I'd just like to point out that this Luthier and this Luthier, they have the exact same stats. It happens more often than you would expect, but I just think it's always funny when it does.